A palette of flavors, as diverse as the colors of a rainbow, yet as harmonious as a symphony orchestra. Welcome to the gastronomic journey of southern Spain. Southern Spain's cuisine, a vibrant tapestry of tastes and traditions, paints a picture of a region rich in culture and history. Here, food is not just sustenance, but a celebration of life. The southern Spanish culinary scene is as diverse as the region's landscapes, from the sun-drenched coastlines to the fertile plains and rugged mountain ranges. Imagine the aroma of freshly cooked paella wafting through the air, the tantalizing sizzle of espetos on an open fire, or the savory melt-in-your-mouth sensation of jamón ibérico. These are not just dishes, they are culinary masterpieces, each one telling a unique story about the people, the places, and the passion of southern Spain. But the gastronomic adventure doesn't stop there. We'll also discover the succulent, briny taste of almejas or coquinas, the hearty comfort of a well-made tortilla española, and the spicy kick of gambas pil-pil. And for those with a sweet tooth, the delightful contrast of berenjenas con miel will leave you craving more. And what's a journey through southern Spain without a taste of its refreshing summer soups? Gazpacho or salmorejo, each bursting with the fresh flavors of sun-ripened tomatoes and crisp cucumbers, will transport you to a sun-drenched Andalusian terrace in an instant. We'll also delve into the heartiness of albondigas and salsa, a meatball dish that takes comfort food to a whole new level. And last but not least, we will explore the nourishing potaje, a stew that is the epitome of Spanish home cooking. Each dish is a testament to the region's rich culinary heritage, a delicious blend of Moorish influences, local produce, and age-old traditions. From the humble tortilla española to the luxurious jamón ibérico, each dish is a piece of the puzzle that makes up the enigma of southern Spain's cuisine. Embark on this tantalizing journey as we delve into the heart of southern Spain through its food. The symphony of flavors begins with the iconic paella, a dish that encapsulates the spirit of Spanish cuisine. This sun-kissed dish from the vibrant land of Valencia is a testament to the rich tapestry of southern Spanish food culture. To create this masterpiece, we start with the foundation, a wide, shallow pan called a paellera. It's not just a cooking utensil, it's the canvas on which the edible art of paella comes to life. The first brushstroke on this canvas is a drizzle of olive oil, shimmering like a Mediterranean morning. The oil is heated until it dances, ready to welcome the first guests, the sofrito. This aromatic base consists of finely chopped onions, garlic, and tomatoes, sautéed until they surrender their essence to the oil. Next, we introduce the star of the show, the rice. Short-grained and starchy, it's the perfect vessel to soak up all the flavors. The rice is toasted lightly, its grains turning translucent, a hint at the transformation to come. Then comes the symphony of colors: bell peppers, green beans, and artichokes, their hues reminiscent of a Spanish fiesta. A generous pinch of saffron is added, painting the dish with its rich golden color and lending it an earthy aroma. The next part is crucial, the addition of the broth. It's a slow and gradual process, allowing the rice to absorb the liquid and expand, soaking up every bit of flavor. Finally, the crowning jewels: rabbit, chicken, or seafood, depending on the regional variant. Each ingredient, a melody in itself, comes together to form the harmonious composition that is paella. As the dish simmers, the ingredients converse with each other, their flavors mingling and marrying, creating a dish that is greater than the sum of its parts. The result is a gastronomic symphony, each bite a crescendo of flavors that transport you to the sun-drenched coastlines of southern Spain. The paella, a dish that sings the soulful tunes of southern Spain. A dish that, in its essence, is a celebration of Spanish culture and cuisine. A dish that, once tasted, is never forgotten. Next, we dive into the coastal flavors of espetos, a dish that brings the Mediterranean Sea to your plate. Espetos, a culinary gem from the southern coast of Spain, is more than just a dish, it's an experience. This delightful seafood skewer offers a taste of the Mediterranean with every mouthful. But what makes espetos so special? The magic lies in the simple, yet intricate preparation process, which starts with the selection of fresh, high-quality ingredients. Traditionally, espetos are made with sardines caught off the Andalusian coast. These silver-scaled beauties are the heart and soul of espetos, providing a distinct flavor that is both robust and delicate. Once the fresh sardines are caught, they are carefully threaded onto a cane skewer. This process is an art form in itself, requiring a skilled hand to ensure each fish is perfectly aligned, enhancing the aesthetic appeal of the dish and promoting even grilling. But the real secret to espetos lies in its unique grilling technique. The skewered sardines are grilled over an open fire of olive wood, a process known as asando en espeto. The olive wood imparts a subtle smokiness to the fish, while the open fire ensures the sardines are perfectly cooked, resulting in a charred exterior and a moist, flavorful interior. The grilling process is a spectacle in itself, with the sardines sizzling over the glowing embers, their scales glistening in the firelight. The aroma of the grilling sardines, mixed with the scent of the burning olive wood, creates an olfactory experience that's as enticing as the dish itself. Once grilled to perfection, the espetos are served with a generous squeeze of fresh lemon, the tangy citrus adding a burst of freshness that complements the smoky, savory flavors of the grilled sardines. Espetos is more than just a seafood skewer. It's a celebration of the Mediterranean Sea and the rich culinary culture of southern Spain. And as you take a bite, you'll realize why espetos is considered a must-try dish from this region. Espetos, a taste of the Mediterranean in every bite. From the sea to the land, we now explore the luxurious jamón ibérico, a testament to Spain's love for cured meats. Jamón ibérico, or Iberian ham, is not just a food item. It's an experience, a journey into the heart of Spanish tradition and culinary artistry. This magnificent meat, an embodiment of luxury, comes from the Iberian pigs that roam the oak forests along the border between Spain and Portugal. The process of creating this delicacy is as much an art as it is a science. It begins with the diet of the Iberian pig, which is primarily acorns. This diet imparts a unique flavor profile to the meat, a subtle yet distinct nuttiness that sets jamón ibérico apart from its peers. Once the pigs have reached the perfect weight, the process of curing begins. This is a delicate, time-honored process that requires immense patience and precision. The hams are first salted and left to drain, a process that can take up to 2 weeks. The salt draws out moisture and begins the process of preservation. The hams are then rinsed and left to dry for a period of up to 8 weeks. This is followed by a curing phase, which can last anywhere from 6 months to 2 years, depending on the desired end product. During this time, the hams hang in a cool, dry place, allowing the flavors to develop and intensify. The result is a ham with a rich, complex flavor profile like no other. The meat is dark and tender, the fat almost translucent, melting on the tongue to release a burst of flavor that is at once sweet, salty, and utterly divine. It's important to note that every step of the process, from the diet of the pigs to the length of curing, is strictly regulated to ensure the highest quality. This is not a product of mass production, but a work of art, crafted with care and attention to detail. Jamón ibérico, a delicacy that defines luxury in the culinary world. Now, we turn to the humble yet versatile tortilla española, a dish that showcases the simplicity of Spanish cuisine. This dish, often referred to as a Spanish omelette, is a testament to the magic that can be created with just a few simple ingredients. At its core, the tortilla española is a symphony of eggs and potatoes, harmoniously blended and cooked to perfection. The preparation of this dish begins with the careful selection of fresh eggs. The eggs are the binding agent of this dish, holding everything together. They need to be fresh, as the quality of the eggs directly impacts the taste and texture of the final product. Next up, we have potatoes. These tubers are the heart and soul of the tortilla española. They are thinly sliced and lightly fried, providing a deliciously subtle crunch that balances out the softness of the eggs. The potatoes are not just a filler, they are an essential component that brings a depth of flavor and texture to the dish. Once the eggs are beaten and the potatoes are fried, they're combined and cooked slowly. This slow cooking process allows the flavors to meld together, creating a dish that is more than the sum of its parts. And while the ingredients may be simple, the process requires a certain level of skill and patience. The tortilla needs to be flipped halfway through the cooking process, a task that can be daunting for the uninitiated. But with practice, this step becomes a dance, a moment of suspense that adds a touch of drama to the cooking process. And there you have it, the the tortilla española. This dish is a beautiful example of how Spanish cuisine takes simple, everyday ingredients and turns them into something extraordinary. It's a dish that's as versatile as it is delicious, perfect for breakfast, lunch, dinner, or even as a tapa with a glass of Spanish wine. Tortilla española, a simple delight that brings warmth to every Spanish home. Adding a little spice to our journey, we dive into the fiery flavors of gambas pil pil. This dish is a testament to the bold and vibrant character of southern Spain, where the cuisine is as warm and lively as its people. Gambas pil pil is a dish that's simple in its essence, but it's the balance of flavors that truly sets it apart. At its heart, this dish features succulent prawns, which are cooked in a sizzling blend of olive oil, garlic, and chili peppers. Yet, it's not just about the heat, it's about the harmony of taste that emerges when these ingredients come together. The preparation of gambas pil pil begins with selecting fresh prawns, an essential component of this dish. These prawns, once cleaned and deveined, are ready to be introduced to the pan, but not before the oil is heated to the perfect temperature and the garlic and chili peppers are added. This is where the magic begins. As the oil bubbles and the garlic and chili peppers infuse their flavors, it's time to add the prawns. The prawns are then cooked to perfection, absorbing the fiery flavors of the chili and the aromatic notes of the garlic. As they turn a beautiful shade of pink, the prawns are tossed and turned, ensuring they are coated evenly in the sizzling oil. A sprinkle of salt, a squeeze of fresh lemon, and a handful of chopped parsley are the finishing touches that elevate this dish to new heights. It's a riot of flavors in every bite, a dance of spicy, tangy, and savory notes that leaves the palate yearning for more. It's a dish that's best enjoyed with a slice of crusty bread to mop up the flavorful oil, a testament to the waste not, want not philosophy of Spanish cuisine. Gambas pil pil is more than just a dish. It's an experience, a celebration of the bold and fiery spirit of southern Spain, served up in a sizzling pan. It's a dish that invites you to dive in and savor every bite, to embrace the heat, and to enjoy the symphony of flavors that is Spanish cuisine. Gambas pil pil, a dish that ignites the Spanish spirit. Sweetening our journey, we explore the delightful berenjenas con miel, a dish that adds a touch of sweetness to the Spanish table. This culinary masterpiece is a harmonious blend of the savory and the saccharine, a testament to the versatility of the humble eggplant. Let's immerse ourselves in the creation of this delicacy. First off, we have our main star, the eggplant. It's sliced into thin strips, a crucial step that ensures each piece will cook evenly and absorb the flavors we introduce later on. What follows is a simple yet essential process, salting the eggplant. This step not only seasons our star ingredient, but also draws out moisture, preparing it for the imminent fry. Then, the eggplant strips are dipped in flour and fried until they attain a beautiful golden brown hue. This process transforms the eggplant from a simple vegetable into a crispy, flavor-packed delight. Now comes the defining moment, the addition of the miel or honey. The golden, crispy eggplant is drizzled with a generous amount of honey, creating a delightful contrast. The sweetness of the honey beautifully complements the savory eggplant, resulting in a dish that is both complex and balanced. The final result? Crispy, sweet, and entirely irresistible berenjenas con miel. This dish is a celebration of simple ingredients coming together to create something truly extraordinary. The crispiness of the eggplant, the sweetness of the honey, and the subtle saltiness create a trifecta of flavors that is hard to resist. Berenjenas con miel is more than just a dish. It is a representation of Spanish culinary inventiveness. It highlights how simple ingredients can be transformed into a dish that is sophisticated, flavorful, and utterly delicious. This mouth-watering delicacy perfectly encapsulates the essence of Southern Spanish cuisine, which is all about creating magic with simple, fresh ingredients. Berenjenas con miel, a sweet symphony of Spanish flavors. Cooling down our palate, we taste the refreshing gazpacho or salmorejo, a dish that brings a breath of fresh air. As the southern Spanish sun warms the earth, the region's kitchens cool down with the making of gazpacho or salmorejo. These chilled soups, vibrant in color and bursting with flavor, are the quintessential summer dishes of the region. They are the culinary embodiment of a Spanish breeze, refreshing and invigorating. Gazpacho and salmorejo are like siblings, similar yet distinct. Both are made from ripe tomatoes, bread, olive oil, garlic, and a pinch of salt, but each has its unique character. Gazpacho, the elder, is thinner with a variety of vegetables like cucumber, bell pepper, and onion. Salmorejo, the younger, is thicker and simpler, focusing on tomatoes and bread, garnished with hard-boiled eggs and diced ham. The secret to the perfect gazpacho or salmorejo lies in the freshness of the ingredients. Imagine ripe, juicy tomatoes, still warm from the sun's touch, crisp cucumbers, and fragrant bell peppers. These are blended together until smooth, then strained for a silky texture. The bread, soaked in water, is added to give body, while olive oil lends a velvety richness. A hint of garlic adds a kick, and a dash of salt brings all the flavors together. The mixture is then chilled, allowing the flavors to meld and intensify. As you sip on a bowl of gazpacho or salmorejo, you can't help but feel refreshed. The cool soup soothes and revives, the intense tomato flavor is balanced by the creamy bread and olive oil, and the hint of garlic adds a spicy note. It's like a taste of the Spanish summer in a bowl. These dishes are more than just food. They are a testament to the Spanish way of life, a life that savors the simple pleasures, that takes time to enjoy the bounty of the land, that knows the value of freshness and quality. Gazpacho or salmorejo, a refreshing splash of Spanish summer. Warming our hearts, we delve into the hearty albondigas and salsa, a dish that brings comfort to every Spanish meal. At the heart of this dish are the albondigas, or meatballs. They are traditionally made of a mix of ground pork and beef, seasoned with garlic, parsley, and breadcrumbs soaked in milk. Every meatball is a delicate balance of flavors, handcrafted to perfection. It's a labor of love, rolling each meatball, ensuring it's just the right size for that perfect bite. Once the albondigas are shaped and ready, they're lightly browned in olive oil. It's a quick dance in the pan, enough to seal in the juices, but not fully cook the meatballs. This step is crucial in achieving that melt-in-your-mouth tenderness that makes albondigas on salsa so irresistible. But what are albondigas without the salsa? This rich tomato-based sauce is where the magic really happens. It starts with a simple sofrito: onions, bell peppers, and garlic sautéed in olive oil. Then ripe tomatoes are added, simmered until they break down into a thick, luscious sauce. A splash of white wine, a hint of smoked paprika, a touch of salt and pepper, and the sauce is set to welcome the albondigas. The meatballs are then nestled into the sauce, simmering gently until they are cooked through. As they simmer, the albondigas absorb the flavors of the sauce, becoming juicier, softer, and more flavorful with each passing minute. It's a slow process, but every moment is worth the wait. Served with a side of crusty bread to mop up every last bit of sauce, albondigas and salsa is a dish that satisfies with every spoonful. It's the kind of meal that brings families together, that sparks conversations and laughter around the dinner table. It's more than just food. It's a piece of Spanish culture served up in a bowl, a tribute to the warmth and hospitality of southern Spain. Albondigas and salsa, a comforting hug in a bowl. Finally, we taste the nourishing potaje, a dish that showcases the heartiness of Spanish cuisine. The potaje, a traditional Spanish stew, is a testament to the resourcefulness and creativity of Spanish cooks. It's a dish that can be customized to suit different palates, seasons, and family traditions. At its core, potaje is a legume-based stew. It has a rich, comforting broth that's packed with a variety of legumes. The choice of legumes can be as diverse as your imagination and pantry allow. You can use chickpeas, lentils, or white beans, or even a mix of all three. These legumes are soaked overnight and then slow cooked until they're tender and have imparted their earthy flavors to the broth. But the legumes are just the beginning of the potaje story. Spanish cooks often add a variety of vegetables, like spinach, chard, or pumpkin, to their potaje. These vegetables not only add a burst of color and nutrition to the dish, but also a depth of flavor that's unique to every pot of potaje. And then there's the protein. Traditionally, potaje is made with pork, but you can also use beef, chicken, or even seafood. The protein is seared to develop a golden crust, then slow cooked with the legumes until it's fall-apart tender. But what truly sets potaje apart is the sofrito. This is a flavor base made from finely chopped onions, garlic, and tomatoes, sautéed in olive oil until they're caramelized and fragrant. The sofrito is added to the stew partway through the cooking process, infusing the entire dish with its rich, savory flavors. The result is a nourishing, hearty stew that's more than the sum of its parts. Each spoonful of potaje is a celebration of Spanish cuisine's ability to transform simple, humble ingredients into a dish that's comforting, satisfying, and bursting with flavor. Potaje, a nourishing end to our gastronomic journey. From the iconic paella to the nourishing potaje, we've tasted the symphony of flavors that southern Spain has to offer. We embarked on a culinary journey that began with the sizzling, saffron-infused paella, a dish that embodies the spirit of the Spanish coast, with its bounty of seafood and flavors that dance on the palate. A symphony, indeed, of sea, sun, and spice. We savored the delightful espetos, skewered sardines grilled to perfection over an open flame. Each bite was a testament to the simplicity and beauty of traditional Spanish cooking, a melody of smoke and sea. Then came the luxurious jamón ibérico, a delicacy that is as much a treat for the eyes as it is for the taste buds. This prized ham from the black Iberian pig is a crescendo of flavor, sweet, nutty, and melt-in-your-mouth delicious. Our journey led us to the versatile tortilla española, a humble yet flavorful dish that is as diverse as the Spanish landscape. Each bite was a harmony of textures and tastes, a testament to the beauty of simplicity. We spiced things up with the gambas pil pil, succulent prawns sizzling in a hot, garlicky oil. The burst of heat, the tang of garlic, and the sweetness of prawns created a spicy serenade that left us craving more. The sweet berenjenas con miel offered a delightful interlude, with its combination of crispy eggplant and drizzled honey. The contrast of flavors played a beautiful duet on our tongues. We refreshed our palate with the gazpacho or salmorejo, cold soups that encapsulate the freshness of Spanish produce, a refreshing sonnet of tomatoes, cucumbers, and peppers. The hearty albondigas and salsa, meatballs in a rich sauce, were a bold composition of flavors, a warm and comforting dish that speaks of home and hearth. And finally, the nourishing potaje, a stew that is as diverse as it is delicious. Each spoonful was a chorus of flavors, a comforting finale to our culinary concert. This is the symphony of flavors of southern Spain, a gastronomic journey that leaves a melody in your heart and a taste on your lips.